Hello and welcome back to Square Win Games. My name is Exonovit. I'm here to show you how to get two unlocks from the Surge. The first one's called I Choose You and the second one's called Pusher Man. So in order to pick up these two unlocks, we need to go ahead and make our way to Central Production B. This is from the med bay. If you haven't made it here yet in the game, you do have to get, this is the second area by the way, you do have to get through the first area. You have to defeat Pax, the first boss. I will have a video in the description below that'll be linked for you guys if you're having issues with that boss. Once you make it here, just follow the path that I'm showing you right now. We have to find Dave or Davey. And he's going to be over here to my right, and I think I'm going to go ahead and kill these couple of enemies. Yeah, I'm just going to take these dudes out. Make sure you kill these guys because I don't know if they can actually kill NPCs. I know in certain games, NPCs can be killed by enemies. So just make sure you take all these dudes out. I would hate for you guys to jeopardize good old Davey on the account of him getting killed by these enemies. Just make sure you take them all out. He's going to be right here behind this door. You do have to have an overcharge or a power core level of 13. Which you should have it by this stage in the game. He's going to be right behind this door. Go ahead and talk to him, exhaust his dialogue, and make sure that he goes back to the med bay.
Damn. Thanks, man. I thought I was stuck in here for good. Not staying out here, that's for damn sure. Maybe ops? Should be safe, right? So long.
Okay, so once you make it back to the med bay, go ahead and talk to Davey again. He's going to kind of complain about the fact that he needs some medication. Make sure that you select what kind of medication do you need. He's going to tell you a little bit more about it. Go ahead and exhaust his dialogue again, and now you're free to leave the med bay.
Right. Not right at all. I need my meds bad. It's been hours, man. I can't make it without them.
What meds do you need?
It's an implant. Called Modaxinol. I will die without it, man. Last time I went out, well, you know what happened. Seriously, I'm in bad shape.
I'll try to find it for you.
You don't know how much I'd appreciate that. Seriously.
So now we need to go ahead and complete Central Production B. We need to move to the third area of the game, which is the biolabs. Now in order to do that, you have to take down a boss called Firebug. So if you're having issues with that boss, again, I'll link a video in the description below, give you some tips and tricks on how to get through that boss pretty easy. So once you make it to the biolab facility, you want to head down to the main stage area. You can't miss it. It's a pretty linear area up until this point. There's going to be a main stage and there's going to be two buildings, one at the front of the map and one at the back. Now the building that's located in the front of the map is going to be locked. And unfortunately, we need to get in that building to be able to get the medication that Davey needs to be able to get the Pusher Man trophy. So what we need to do is go ahead and rotate over to the building at the back of the map. There's going to be a terminal. Of course, that door is locked as well. You're going to talk to Dr. Chavez, and she's going to let you know that the place is on lockdown and you have to figure out how to get everything unlocked. And of course, once we do that, we'll be able to get the medication for Davey.
All right, now listen. I'm sure you're smart enough to realize this area is under lockdown, quarantine.
Now there's going to be some enemies in this area that you've probably never had an encounter with before unless you did a lot of adventuring in the Central Production B area of the game. So I am going to do a brief tutorial right now in case you want to take them down or they're giving you any issues. You don't have to fight them. You can just run past them and fall down the hole over there on the left hand side of the map, which is where we need to go. But just in case you're having issues with them, they can be difficult to run past sometimes. This is how you defeat them. So all you have to do to kill these robots, guys, is bait them into a long range attack. They're gonna do this backflip kick thing, right? Where they try to kick you, but they flip at the same time, they backflip, and they're gonna try to get some distance from you. But they're immediately gonna try to do a quick dash back to hit you again. But you're gonna know they're gonna do it because they're gonna kind of rock back and forth, right to left, and then they're gonna jump at you. All you gotta do is dodge left to right, and then do a jumping R1 attack. You know, you just push up on your left thumbstick, press X, and press R1 while you're in the air, get you a shot, and then backdash. Now I'm doing this with Pax's weapon, so it's kind of a heavy weapon. Takes me a long time to swing it, but I do a lot of damage. So that's kind of the strategy that I use. But if you're using something quicker, you might can get a couple more hits in before you have to backdash. But the routine, the pattern is going to be the same. You just want to rinse and repeat that until they die. So what I'm showing you on screen right now is where you need to fall in order to be able to go to the next area. So from where we talked to Dr. Chavez, right, it's to the left of that. So if you're facing that terminal, you go to the left, kind of around the corner. There's going to be a hole in the ground. Fall down that hole and just keep going. You're gonna keep going until you find an elevator. Go ahead and take the elevator, and then it's pretty much a linear path until you get to a pretty big room. Now you got more of those robots, which is why I kind of wanted to show you guys how to kill them, because you're gonna have to use that same method in here. You can of course try to run past them in here if you want to, but it's a really confined area and you can die really fast. So use those strategies that I told you earlier. You shouldn't have any problem in here. Make sure that you kill them and then go ahead and interact with this switch.
Lockdown deactivated. Reinitiating systems.
So now once you interact with that computer and you flip the switch, you're now going to be able to open up the doors from the inside. Now this is the front building. Remember I told you that the front building is the building that has the medication that Davey needs. But unfortunately, that door is locked. We need to be able to go ahead and pick up our power core, which is going to be our I Choose You trophy. Then we're going to be able to come back and open up the doors for the medication. So we're going to leave that front building, and then we're going to go down to that second building where we talked to Dr. Chavez. Now that door is going to be open. We're going to follow that path all the way until we get to her office. There's going to be 2 guys there that we have to kill. They both have flamethrowers. Really not that difficult of a boss to take down, guys. They're going to shoot their flamethrower 3 times, and then they're going to have to reload. When they reload, go in there and get you some hits. Keep rinsing and repeating that until they die. You can also try to wrap around them and hit their gas tank on their back, and that'll actually kill them in one hit. It'll start flaming and then they'll just blow up. So whichever one of those methods works better for you will get the job done. And now we're finally going to be able to pick up that BOTECS Power Core, which is going to give us credit for the I Choose You unlock. Once you find Dr. Chavez, look to the left. It's going to be right there on the desk. Pick that up before you leave.
You can keep the power core, by the way. Your drone looks like it needs it.
All right, so after we've talked to her, let's go ahead and exit. We're gonna go all the way back out to the stage area, and now we're gonna enter that front building, the one that used to be locked, the one that we opened. On the left-hand side is gonna be 2 locked double doors. Now what you wanna do is look up there on the wall. Now you can use that new power core that you just got back in Dr. Chavez's office to open up those doors. On the inside of those doors is the medication that Davey needs. Now all you have to do is head back and talk to Davey inside of the med bay in Central Production B. Let him know that you got the implant that he needs. Finish the dialogue, say goodbye, and the trophy's all yours. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. You guys be good.
So much better. Working on